Welcome to Mark's Lionel Trains. My name is Mark, and I'm the voice behind the camera for the most part, because I think the trains are the star of the show, and the layout is the stage. I'd like to personally, on my 50th video, to thank all my subscribers. I'd thank everyone for watching my video. I thank all your thumbs up. I really enjoy all your comments. I read every last one of them. That's for sure. Keep it coming. I really appreciate it. Today we're going to cover the backdrops, and I'm actually standing or sitting in my new benchwork that I'm going to be building over here. We're going to finally put Valley Motors in permanently, and I'm going to run my new triple header Chicago and Northwestern Railroads. So without further ado, I'm going to get on the other side of the camera where I belong. I've been actually wanting to put in the backdrops for quite some time, but I just haven't been able to find the sheets to do it. Walmart for $4.97 has the twin bed 3-piece sheet, and I just cut the rubber band out of the other sheet. As a matter of fact, that back wall sheet there is the rubber band sheet, and then I just patch in the corners there where it's missing. You don't really see it too much when you're filming. And then the Mrs. Muffin's Clouds method. Just on YouTube, just Mrs. Muffin's Clouds, and it'll come right up. It's a 90-second video on how to use the cloud method. White, off-white, and gray, a couple shades of gray. I did find that if you want to put a base coat of the white first and let it dry, because the sheet is pretty porous and the paint flies through it. So you want to get a base coat down, let that dry for an hour, and then finish your clouds, and it looks awesome. I have a drop ceiling in here, so I used a clip method with a paper clip to hold the thing in there, and I have the screw in the clip, and I just pull the screw out and take the clip off, and I can move the backdrop away when I'm not using it, so that works out pretty well. I have this brown paneling down here in the basement. This is, my mom's house. I'm the caretaker here, and I'm not going to paint the walls, as I would in my regular train room. I would probably paint the walls blue and use Mrs. Muffin's Cloud method. It actually works even better on a flat material, so I highly recommend this method of doing the clouds, and you can use it for covering up windows in your train room if you have windows and you have a regular blue. I don't know, it's endless what you can do, and the blue's pretty good, and the clouds actually turned out pretty good. They turned out awesome. What did I have? A couple community posts, but enough on the clouds. Let's talk about, this is the renovation area that I'm going to actually finish. I talked about this before Christmas. I'm going to take this track here, and we're going to curve over here and go a little bit better into the mountain, and I'm hoping to get a siding behind these two buildings here, and then this road here is going to continue on. Hopefully I'll get my stoplight in, and let me show you a couple things we're going to hook up over. All right, we'll start out with the Miller Engineering LED signs. This is the copper tone suntan lotion from the 60s and probably the early 70s. I remember seeing this sign as a kid. Shout out to Jeb the Train Kid, Matt over there, for filling me in on the Miller Engineering signs. He has the Mr. Peanut sign. I thought it was so cool. So these are awesome. If you're not familiar with these signs, they come with a battery pack and a computer board that controls the sign. It has 45 different functions on it. And then you plug the sign into either this one or this plug here if you're mounting the sign, depending on which way you want to mount the sign. But that's basically how that works. I decided to use the 153 IR controller to power my crossing gate. That in the 2002, when we first had this, we were only able to get the lights to work. I purchased the relays, and you can see the relay there and all the electronic stuff to make the gates go down, but I think this will work a lot better. Here, I'll show you a little video on me testing. We finally have our crossing gates working. I will pretend like there's a train coming over here. So here comes the train, and it's approaching the crossing, and the gates go down. That's pretty awesome. There you go. Okay, and then the train clears the gates, and yeah, there's a little bit of a time lapse, but they go up. That is awesome. I'm also going to hook up a block signal using the same method over by the mountain area. I am going to install my Piggly Wiggly store, and I have a bunch of these plug and play cars from Menards. That's one of my favorites. That's Pennzoil. I was supposed to get the Sunoco, but I'm very pleased to have the Pennzoil. A bunch of these cars. We're going to hook up all these plug and play cars, so that'll be awesome. Maybe too. Even my Rail King single traffic light set would be awesome. All right. I have a problem in the mountain area we're going to talk about. This mountain was originally designed in 2001 as an 027 mountain, and now I'm running 036 through it, I want to say. I'll open it up. I have these little tabs here that allow me to open the mountain up, but I'm going to have to use two fingers. And then this just slides down, and you can get inside of the mountain, and I'll show you the problem with the track. I don't know if you can see that, but the track inside the mountain is slightly separated there, and I just don't want to tear up the traction tires on the locomotives, so I'm not running anything on the main loop until I fix that, and then I'll show you the other inside part. Of the mountain. You can see there in the center of the screen where I've been whittling away at the wood so that the large scale boxcars can fit through there. I'm actually going to make that larger, even larger. Better view of that where I've been whittling away. Looks like a mouse has been in my tunnel. All right, before we run the locomotives, while I'm doing the bench work over there, I'm gonna take this opportunity to remove all the vehicles from the layout and dust them all. I'm gonna have to dust all the roads and clean all the platforms, clean all the people, dust the entire layout. This is like my favorite thing to do. I mean, it's awesome to have to dust all this stuff. So, but yeah, in this renovation period, I'm gonna take this time to do that too. I'm gonna probably upload some short videos on the progress as what's going on, and maybe a couple community post pictures, and I think it's time that we run these guys, that's for sure. This locomotive 830 was the last GP35 Chicago and Northwestern they had at the Lionel store, and I definitely bought that one, and I didn't really think I would add to it, but then comes America's Best Trains and Hobbies. What are the odds that they would have the non-powered and powered road numbers that you were missing? The 841 you're looking at right there is the non-powered locomotive. I would like to, I think, go to Roy's Trains and see if he can get some LEDs for the number boards. That would look really cool, and maybe I'll do a Bob's Workshop upgrade to the cab area and put all kinds of neat seats and all the engineer guys in there. That would be cool. And there's 826. I have them, I looked up some pictures of how the Chicago and Northwestern distributed power throughout their locomotives, and this seems to be the configuration they used, with the lead locomotive facing forward, and then the center locomotive facing backwards, and the following locomotive facing backwards as well. So I've set mine up with the non-powered unit in the center. I think that's how you're supposed to do it. So it's time to run these guys. This will be awesome. I have these locomotives set up as train 7, and I think we're just about ready to go here. Let's see if I can get this right this time.
This is the dispatcher. Do you copy? I read you. Over. Start up and get ready to move. Over. Yes, sir. We'll fire her up. Out. Over.
if you guys want to hang around at the end of the video, I'm going to do a time lapse of the stuff being removed for the renovation. So thank you very much for watching Mark's Lionel Trains, and we'll be back in about 3 weeks or so with hopefully the finished results. Thank you very much.